Good Sunday morning. I'm Teddy, and you are listening to MessyMocha. So grab your cup and let's go ahead and sip this morning's mocha up. I'll be brief, but welcome back to the Bear Cave. Yeah, I'm feeling better every day, step by step. I see Mimi Twin joined us, first one in this morning into the chat. Vicky, hey, says, good morning, Teddy. So happy you are feeling better. On my way to worship. Have a blessed, peaceful day. Love you, my queens. Back at you. Good morning, Teddy. And Mob says, Mimi Twin. Yeah, I thought, you know what? Let me just take a moment and come on in between some things that I'm doing this morning. Yeah, glad you're getting out, doing whatever you are into. All right. So, all right, y'all. So let's talk about these wildfires that are sweeping through Los Angeles. Fire crews have been battling the flames for now nearly a week. And I've been reading, from different articles this morning and, watching some of the news and looking at some of the clips. And while they've made some progress, those fierce, they call them Santa Ana winds, could bring new challenges. That's correct. In the coming days. One of the biggest concerns is this Palisades fire, which I think they are saying is just about, it's only maybe around 11% contained. And it's already burned through these coastal areas and it's creeping now inland toward Brentwood. And when I heard Brentwood, of course, my mind went to uh, infamous Brentwood for OJ, where he used to reside. I don't know if they sold that home there or not. But also, it's creeping toward UCLA and the Getty Center. And right now, at least 150,000 people are under evacuation orders. And sadly, officials have confirmed this morning at least 16 deaths, though they have warned it would be a while before we know the full impact. And now, of course, it's turned political, if you haven't heard. People are already questioning whether LA was prepared for something this extreme. But here's the thing, fire experts are saying this wasn't just bad luck, it was a perfect storm of conditions that made these fires nearly impossible to contain. So while I've listened to a lot of people saying, pointing the finger, you know, the water pressure wasn't enough. We didn't have water here in the reservoir. It was dry and it was left like that on purpose. I also am hearing no matter how much water these firefighters would have had, they weren't prepared. Nothing could have prepared for what we are seeing now. Have you seen some of the images? I'm talking about like the before and after close up shots of the homes in like Malibu and various areas along the coastal line and up in the hills. So what do you think? Should LA have been better prepared? Or is this just another example of nature doing what it does? You can drop your comments or your thoughts in the chat, while I take a sip of this mocha. Although I've had my mocha this morning, and now I'm sipping on fresh squeezed grapefruit juice. Yeah, it's in one of these tiny, like, I guess you can call it I don't know if this is a quart. I don't think it's a quart. But one of these little small jugs. And it's really refreshing. Okay. So while you put your thoughts in the chat, I'm going to, I'll queue up maybe a few of these pictures so that you can see what I'm referring to. And then I'll come back out and join you in the conversation. Okay? So go ahead, jump in.
We got a summer of the kind of movie love, all in for some more of anything that comes along. Oh, forever high above, the kind of feeling of letting go and go free falling, living on top of the world. Blue skies and night swings, never keeping track of time. Sun and skin driving, and all I can breathe is you, so I jump. Only for this ride. I know we're moving fast, and some say we won't last, but I will be alright as long as I know I'm with you. Oh, forever summer high, I know that we'll be fine. Letting go and go free falling, living on top of the world. Blue skies and night swings, never keeping track of time. Sun and skin driving, and all I can breathe is you, so I'm jumping. All in for this ride. All we'll ever need is here and now. All seems better in your clear blue eyes. Jumping, jumping. Only for this ride.
Including GLP-1 injections and oral medication kits, 100% online.
Gusto is the #1 choice for small business payroll.
Run a few miles down a desert road. Stare too long at a two-foot rose. It's fixing something that's been broken. Go get lost in a little town. Get dressed up and just drive around. Get both feet on some solid ground. I'm gonna fill this bucket up to the top. Fill this
Fade that out.
bucket up.
So the images that I was trying to bring up, each time I tried to play the video, it just stopped. Um, and it was coming from, it wasn't Fox, it was CNN. And I don't know. So I didn't want to keep, trying to get it to restart. But I pulled these,
Take a
and
call
this
with
would
an
be
old friend. It's
blocks
the
and
best to
blocks
start
and blocks. Let me just turn this back up. Of homes, businesses. If you could just see some of these homes, all that was left standing were like fireplaces. That's it, like a chimney. The rest was burned, charred, everything gone. Paris Hilton lost her home in Malibu. Other celebrities have lost their homes. Now, I know it's mostly, I guess you could say um, it's not all Hollywood, okay? These are people who have lived in the area, some of them like 30 years, maybe even longer. And they saved their money. They bought when the property was, maybe a little bit more reasonable than it is now. And for some of them to rebuild like their homes, let's say they paid, some years ago, maybe $150,000 or 200,000, and now it's million, well over 1.5 million, maybe 2 million. I'm talking about, I'm not talking about these celebrities that can, wait on their next movie. And, actually, a lot of these celebrities that own property, up in Malibu in that area, they have other homes, okay, that they can go to. There's a lot of people that they are literally living maybe at someone's home in a temporary shelter, a like an evacuation area, maybe a hotel space. Some people are living in their cars, um, and these are people who, when they've been interviewed, are, of course, they're very, very distraught and upset, many of them, because this is all they had. Yeah. Um, there was an Olympian, former Olympian, who even left, I think he said he had 7 gold medals, and he left those behind. He just grabbed his dog and, you know, a few items, and he had to flee. And then I've been looking at some of the faces, some of the people who tragically um, did not make it out of the fires. Um, people that were surrounded, they could see the fire on all sides. Some of this is videotape, and they couldn't make it out. Couldn't make it out. One woman said, who left her son behind. He was 32 years old. He was a child, former teen actor. I believe the name is Roy Kellum Sykes. He died in the California fire. He was 32 years old, and his mother couldn't move him because she had a broken arm. And he told her, "Go on, Mom." And so she left him. And they were on 17 acres in a Malibu ranch as well. So a number of people from very wealthy to people who have, struggled and worked and saved. When I say struggle, they saved and built their nest egg, and that's everything that they had. It's gone. Mementos, uh, pictures, uh, places where their children went to school, um, n- nursery schools, uh, libraries, where people called communities, all gone. You could see above, that's the before. Um, you could see that liquor store, and then the fire truck there. Um, Another business, what is it? California Properties before in the white, and then below. And yes, vehicles, many vehicles just torched. So the fires aren't out yet. That's the part. The fires are still burning. And so um, the agencies, the government, all of these, how do they get these fires under uh, under control? I just hope that they can do it, because more and more people are are losing their lives, and everything. Yeah. So it is really sad to see. I mean, can you imagine if that were, I was trying to imagine how it would look here, around where I live, or other family members, if what you knew was blocks and blocks and blocks. As a matter of fact, when I look at that picture, except for, you got palm trees and ocean and all of that, but some of these areas that are burned out, they look like it could be like almost like a war torn. Just devastation. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks that bad. Yeah. So I just wanted to, focus. The other night, I I didn't talk at all about the fires, and it's still, these fires are still raging, and the death toll is gone up. And we're talking about thousands, thousands of buildings that are likely affected. Thousands that have been either damaged, mhm, or destroyed. And 5 different fires. Bigger ones: Palisades Fire, Eaton Fire. These are still um, burning. Mhm. And some upwards of, 27%, let's just say 30% contained. Well, people are still in certain areas have not been allowed to return to their homes because of safety. Also, it seems like they keep reporting on this same 20 people. Have you heard that were arrested? These people were arrested a few days ago for looting, and some news agencies continue to report on, it seems like, the same 20 people who have been or who were arrested for looting. And it does seem, I mean, um, prime for some people, a handful of people, to want to take advantage of others, uh, especially like property when it's left open like that, to start looting. Mhm. And they put additional police in place just to deal with um, the looting, or to discourage others from attempting. So it to me it sounds like they probably have that part under control. Okay. So again, what do you think about this? Um, we are live right now, just on my with Teddy on YouTube. Okay. So maybe a little bit more music this morning, and then I can get into if there's other articles. There were a couple that I thought were heartwarming and touching, and just different kinds of news stories. But for now, let me just take a break, and I will be right back.
Living the simple life for a brand new start. Yeah, we've been moving far from the city cats that we were. Oh baby, what have we done? Can we still keep our secrets? Put on a smile, close the door, let's go upstairs. You'll never know what we don't show. What we need here, the kids wanna pool. Or in the gardens, we're new in the neighborhood. But first impression cannot be removed, and no one know what we do. To the playing house, but still the water's running deeply. Use some parental advice, 'cause we're up and the neighbors go to sleep. You want me yeah, the kids wanna pool. And through the curtains, we're new in the neighborhood. At first impression cannot be removed, and no one know what we do. Put on a smile, close the door, let's go upstairs. Put on a smile, close the door, let's go upstairs. Put on a smile, close the door, let's go upstairs. They'll never know what we don't show. What we need here, the kids wanna pool. Open the curtains, we're new in the neighborhood. At first impression cannot be removed, and no one know what we do. No one know what we do. Deep eyes, you make me shiver, rocking my mind. Nothing innocent, clear sky. You paint my world, I'm in for the ride. I'm a queen, a king. You sway like Tarzan, I do the can-can. Scream like I never screamed before. You play me for fun and I go shotgun. You baby, give me more and more. Come on and love me like you never loved no one before. And tell me that you never felt like this before. I go in for the kill, boy. I go down for the thrill, boy. Love me like you never loved no one before. You, we make the world our own paradise. We know how to win since minds. We paint the sky with purple and fire. We're a symphony. You sway like Tarzan, I do the can-can. Scream like I never screamed before. You play me for fun and I go shotgun. You baby, give me more and more. Come on and love me like you never loved no one before. And tell me that you never felt like this before. I go in for the kill, boy. I go down for the thrill, boy. Love me like you never loved no one before. You sway like Tarzan, I do the can-can. Scream like I never screamed before. You play me for fun and I go shotgun. You baby, give me more and more and more and more. Come on and love me like you never loved no one before. And tell me that you never felt like this before. I go in for the kill, boy. I go down for the thrill, boy. Love me like you never loved no one before. Yeah. Bestie, would you hate me if I asked if you to date me? If I wrote a letter where I told you how I'm feeling, would you wanna meet me where I'm at to see if we could go much deeper? Or could you never? Yeah, I know it's stupid, jeopardize it all, but it's a risk we're taking. 'Cause I don't wanna crawl. Wish I could rewind it, make it go away, but I can't help our feelings, and I just want to say I adore you. I just wanna tell you I adore you. I just need to let you know I adore you. You're the only one. I adore you. Whoa. No, it's fucking crazy the way I'm thinking about you lately. 'Cause I just wanna do you. You always got me rocking in a good mood. Fire in my engine. Can you feel the tension? Can you feel the tension? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Oh. I adore you. I just wanna tell you mind. Baby girl, I think about you all the time. I adore you. Yeah, I adore you. Yeah. 24/7, I got you in my mind. Baby girl, I think about you all the time. I adore you. Yeah, I adore you. Yeah. I adore you. I adore you. I adore you. I adore you.
So I want to just share this story. The Royals, come April, the amount of money that the royal family gets in this grant, to pay them is a staggering, I think it's 165 million. Well, before that's what it will be in April. But they just got they're calling it a windfall, $56 million increase. hmm And it says while the Brits are, trying to make a decision whether they are going to have heat or they're going to eat. That's right. There's King Charles also has been said that he has secretly paid Prince Andrew's rent, whatever that amount is. Let me look into this story and just see what they are saying here. This is being reported on Fox News that in April, it's called the Sovereign Grant, which helps to fund the activities of the royals, will rise by more than 56 million. People magazine reported it as well. This will result, yes, I called it 165 million. And this amount is to be paid to the monarchy by the UK's treasury. So the pay increase has already been described as scandalous by their own critics, as the UK government is struggling to find funding for other budget items. But it is the monarchy, right? I mean, there's Prince William, along with his father, King Charles. That's at the New Year's um, celebration activities. We'll just say that. So it's acceptable that the funding will be used to repair Buckingham Palace. Let me just see if I got a shot of that. Okay. But in reality, the potential private wealth of the royal family collectively could cost over, they're saying these are experts, way more. And it's just another nail in the coffin for the royal family, especially when many have lost their winter fuel allowance from the government. I haven't been following it that close in the UK, what's going on over there. But I do and have followed the royals in the past. Many have to decide, again, whether to heat their homes or eat. But renovations at the Buckingham Palace are expected to go on. That's a beautiful picture there. Now, if you were living in the UK, if you were living there, and um, you are, that's your king and your queen and the monarchy, how would it make you feel? Some people apparently are outraged by it, but this increase that was announced last year, it was pointed out at that time that the Buckingham Palace made it clear that much of the money would be put toward the 462 million that it's costing so far, or cost so far, for ongoing renovations to the property. You know, it may seem like a lot of money. I'm looking at 462 million, but look at that place. That's probably not that far out of line. Um, Depending on what kind of renovations and repairs you're talking about, to maintain, the history of everything, the contents. Okay. However, the palace didn't specify how much money would be going into the renovations. This is public money. This was said by the CEO of Republic, Graham Smith, who told Town and Country. The organization campaigns for the abolition of the monarchy, per its website. All of this money comes from the government at a time when the government is not able to properly fund schools, hospitals, police. It's just being called scandalous. Not only should it not be going up at all, some say it should be going down. So again, $56 million uh, increase for the British Royals uh, total. Okay. What else? I'm just kind of looking at some of these pictures, and that was Queen Elizabeth II. She was England's longest reigning monarch, and she died only almost 3 years ago. All right, we are headed for that noon hour, and I think that's going to bring me right where I thought I would want to be. 45 minutes. Gia Papaya. Um, Good morning, soon to be afternoon, says, my king and queen live in the USA. H&M. Okay. My gosh. I always come in the middle of the scandal, and now I don't know what the scandal is. It's basically money. The royal family received $56 million increase in their, I'll just say their income. So it will go up to 165 million, but um, they haven't said what amount is going toward the renovation of the Buckingham Palace, but that is also part of it. Mhm. Who looks miserable? Sorry, I'm just looking at these comments right now. Okay. All right. That should do it for me. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the Grizzlies. And we could say the honey bears and the Grizzlies. How about that? Um, Kings and queens. Those of you who are listening. Please join me if you'd like later tonight. I do plan to come back. Um, I hope you enjoy the remainder of your Sunday. Email me at unwindwithteddy@gmail.com. Oh, Charles and William at the parade. They look, to you, they look miserable. Wait a minute. What was the word? Yes. You said they look miserable. Well, they do have a lot of personal issues going on around health. King Charles dealing with his diagnosis of cancer, and Princess Kate. And so William, his wife and mother of his, children, she's going through a lot, but she's improving. She got through the treatment, and it appears that she's returning. She'll be returning full time to her royal duties. Yeah. Some more to catch up on the royals. I should talk about them. All right, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy.